Welcome to Epiphytic Cacti. Today we're going to talk about the Epiphyllum hybrid, Joy Edstrom. According to the Epiphyllum Society of America, Joy Edstrom was registered in 1990 by Vera Ward. The hybridizer was Wressey Cocke. It is pastel fuchsia-pink with a golden orange midstripe. Outer petals deep fuchsia-pink with golden orange midstripe. Style white. Wheel-shaped, wide form. Tall, flat, and triangular basket growth. The flower is large, and the seed parent or mother was April Showers, and the pollen parent or father was June Marie. I'm not sure if that's a mistake in the registry that this flower is listed as being large. What I have in front of me is definitely not large, and I've actually seen it in, more of a small size. I started this plant from a single cutting obtained on June 14th, 2018. I purchased it from a pretty good seller on eBay. I've had this plant for pretty close to 2 years, and that's really as much as it's grown. So this is definitely not really a fast grower. I'd say that this is a fairly slow grower. The flower is really cute. It was formed in a very, very close proximity to some grow lights in the basement. The temperature is kept extremely even down there and on the warmer side. On the warmer side compared to if the bloom was formed outdoors. And what I have noticed is that while the back petals on this do exhibit kind of an orangish color as described in the ESA registry, I've seen pictures where there is like a very definite yellow orange midstripe, and while the colors are similar, what I'm really trying to say is I've seen a lot of variation in this flower specifically. I've seen some that look very much like mine. I've seen some that look very different, where there's a very strong yellow midstriping in it. I've seen some where the color is almost completely washed out. So it just seems to be one of those hybrids that has a pretty variable bloom depending on environmental factors. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. If we kind of zoom in here, you'll see that in the back petal, there is like it's really orange. The inner petals here are very white, or a very, very light kind of violet color. They look white to me though, and they, as far as I can see, they do not contain any kind of a midstripe other than this slight, the slight violet midstripe. The inner petals particularly, they're very pearlescent. They've got that pearlescent sheen where they catch the light and pretty much kind of reflect light back. I suspect that tomorrow the petals on this are going to recurve a little bit more. Not in any kind of extreme amount, but they will end up recurving a little bit more. One of the things I noticed that when this thing was opening, let me see if we can actually go here. So you see how the flower tube here on the top part of this tube is very, very like bizarrely red. And then on the bottom part, it's not. That's actually from the grow lights because the grow lights are very strong. So one of the things that I noticed is that when this thing was forming, the bud on this was like a extremely vibrant in color. The bud was just, really, it was like, wow, that's kind of impossible. And you can see because the bud is really formed by the back petals, which is always a really interesting thing about Epi. You can never really judge what the flower will look like from the bud. The bud on this was like a super vibrant kind of like purplish, orangish color. And then it opens up and, obviously all of the petals the inner petals are not really that color. Oh, I kind of see it here. Here you can see a little bit of that orange. I really think that orange little midstripe. Here, I caught it a little bit back here. And I think that you would have been able to see it here but either something about it forming underneath the grow lights or in the warmer temperatures, I think has kind of altered the coloration on this one a little bit. It's very cute. It's got a very cute shape. I like the shape. I think tomorrow the shape will be improved even further as those back petals recurve a little bit. Nice, stable form. And you catch that a lot, like if the flower size is smaller, it doesn't have like that floppy, unstable fork to it. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed Joy Edstrom as much as I have. Happy cacti growing.